My name is Sunday Olorunsheyi, the co-founder of Pertinence Group.
My name is Wisdom Ezekiel. I'm the co-founder and executive director at Pertinence Group. Pertinence Group is an enterprise development company that is committed to people empowerment. We do a whole lot of things.
What we know as Pertinence Group today started at Pertinence Limited on the 7th of August 2012 by two young men, Wisdom Ezekiel and Sunday Olorunsheyi. When we started, we had a clear vision of what we wanted to achieve. We're called out for enterprise development and people empowerment. Even when we did not look like it then, because we're talking about not just building businesses that will be ours, but being more like a foundation for many other businesses to thrive and prosper.
When we bettered the vision about 10 years ago, it was on the platform of trying to empower people and give them the platform to also do business.
We stayed focused despite the fact that we did not look like it. When we were going to start, we needed to name the business. So we both came together and said, okay, what are we going to name this business? And the question we asked is, what do we want to be known for? And we both agreed that we wanted to be relevant in almost every sector or whatever affects human, because we're concerned about people. So we wanted to do things that will make us be a part of people's life. Because interestingly, when we started the business, what we were doing primarily was training entrepreneurs, and we set out to churn out as many budding and aspiring entrepreneurs as possible. So we said we wanted to be relevant. So we sent the name Pertinence Limited to CAC, and they told us it was taken. So I could remember vividly, I got home that day and I think I was preparing for work and I was in the washroom and I was just thinking, and it just occurred to me like, oh, if relevance is what we wanted and it's not available in English, that I should look out what the French word for relevant is. And I checked it out and saw pertinence. So I got back to the office that day and I told him, I said, we found a name, Pertinence is it. And we were so sure that Pertinence was going to be available. We sent it in and that was how Pertinence was incorporated. So we wanted to be a part of people's life in Lagos, in Africa, and globally. And that's why we'll still say till tomorrow is all about the people. In the course of growing Pertinence, we have been able to move a business that started without capital. We were just bootstrapping.
Less than zero capital.
Yeah, if there's anything like less than zero, that was where we started from. And today we have been able to build what we call a conglomerate, because what used to be Pertinence Limited is now Pertinence Group. Right now, under the Pertinence Group, we have RealVest. It's a company that provides homes for people, and it has done over 1,000 units of homes. We have JetSeed. It's a tech solution in the fintech space that helps people save money, invest money, and also manage their cash flow. We have DataForce. It's an innovation company that is given to building tech solutions. Most of the tech platforms that we operate right now or we use under the Pertinence Group was built by, what's it called? DataForce. And DataForce, we can proudly say one of the best solutions when it comes to real estate in Nigeria today, which is RealMass, was built by DataForce, and the service is available to other real estate companies apart from Pertinence. We have HostNow now, so we have been a part of hosting businesses for Nigerians and even people outside Nigeria. That's domain name and hosting. We have Cloud9, which is more like a media agency, and all of these are companies that are incorporated in their own right. Edificio is there. Edificio deals with construction. In the course of these 10 years also, we started PertiSafe. PertiSafe is a microfinance bank because we looked at how we can be a part of helping people in the lower cadre when it comes to socioeconomic class. And we've done a lot of supporting people through investing in our businesses, and we've seen some of those businesses grown to become successful. So if you look at our trajectory, you will see that we have been able to do so much with little. So imagine if you come on board to be a part of what we are doing. imagine what the future is going to look like. If these two young men has turned what is less than zero, just like he said it, to a multi-billion naira conglomerate, then imagine what we can do if you look in our direction, especially with what lies ahead in the future, which is bigger than whatever. Then being a part of what we do also, you would have joined the train of those empowering others. It's our joy today that thousands of people have worked with Pertinence. When we started, we were 2. But today in our affiliate systems, we have over 15,000 people that work with us in our affiliate system. And these over 15,000 people, we have not less than 1,000 of them that has earned over 1 million naira working with us. Now, if you look at the situation of things in Africa and Nigeria, if an average person has worked with you and have earned over 1 million naira, I think you have done well, not just for him, but for also everyone that depends on that person. Now, in the course of this business, we've taken, if I'm not losing count now, it should be about 200 people to Dubai. All expense paid trip. Just 3 months ago, we gave out 16 cars in 1 day. All of this is to empower people. So if we have done this with little resources, if you come on board, you are joining a business that is not just interested in profit, but is also interested in people. And that's why in Pertinence we say it's all about the people.
It's all about creating wealth, really, for Africa. And our eyes right now are on the African continent in terms of huge development. If you go to many of these advanced countries, you discover that they have virtually all the things that we're looking for. You want to develop any solution, you almost find something that looks like it because they are a developed country. But in Africa, we have lacked that kind of development, and we are committed to seeing how Africans can become well developed, how Africa as a continent can begin to be positioned in the, in the things that are happening around the world. So import deals also helps us to be able to dive into the area of automobile. There's even something we're developing that's going to be like the blow when it comes to automobile industry in Nigeria and in Africa. It is called Automeko. By this time that I'm talking, we would have launched it, and we're just putting finishing touches to what we are doing. So it's part of the innovation systems that we are using to ensure that we are able to move things forward. And if you look at the character of the people who are managing, we are not just investor manager, we are owner manager. So we are very much involved in the business. We are very much involved in what is happening. So that's more of what we are looking forward to, how people can now come on board and be a partner in what we are doing, because that's even one of our core values. We are people you can partner with.
One of the things you look at when you want to invest in any organization is who are the drivers of the vision. So for everyone looking at investing in what we do, you have 2 young guys here presenting themselves to you as people that are committed. When we sleep Pertinence. When we wake up Pertinence. When we think Pertinence. Everything that we do, these are young guys that are sold out to building something that is not just for the 2 of us, but that will be transgenerational. I remember asking ourselves, what kind of business are we building? Are we building a business just for our families, our children to inherit? And both of us said it authoritatively that that's a no. We are building a business that can be compared to the multinationals of today. We are building a business that can be compared to the international businesses that you envy in different sectors of the economy today. So if you want to invest, firstly look at the character of the people running the vision.
I met the founders of Pertinence Limited, now Pertinence Group. That's the person of Dr. Olorunsheyi Sunday and Mr. Wisdom Ezekiel, a little over 5 years ago. I met 2 young personalities with drive, with vibes, 2 people who were coming from different backgrounds, but they were deeply interested in impacting lives and making sure that people around them, have a good life?
Pertinence is a very honest company. It's a company that has the founders put values of integrity and openness. I would boldly say that Pertinence is a company that you can do business with. Invest with Pertinence. You know that they would have your back. Pertinence Limited, it's all about the people.
The key dream and vision of Pertinence is an enterprise development, people empowerment company. And that company has stayed through to that back to back to back. And if you'd like to talk about keeping to your promise, that's one major thing you can never take away from this brand. Here's a brand that would rather under-promise and over-deliver than do the other part of it.
I found them to be very dedicated people, wise, very discreet, very intelligent. In the last 10 years, we've had, a lot of people invest with us as a group, and we have never defaulted in all our investment packages that we've given to people over the years.
How do you know a company that will do well? Is to look at what they have done. Once you look at what they have done, look at where they are now, you can determine where they can be in the nearest future. So it's an opportunity for everyone who wants to, do business with them. Because right now, in the first 10 years, we prepared ourselves. But in the next 10 years, we're opening up for people to be a part of the shared prosperity that we are now enjoying. We want to share the prosperity, really. And we want everybody to be a part of it. So for anyone who takes interest in what we are doing, just be rest assured that you are dealing with people of integrity, people with resilience, people with passion that can take anything. Because you see, what is called an entrepreneur is not just somebody who can buy and sell. It's somebody who can buy, sell, fail, start again, and succeed. Is somebody that you knock down and he stands up again. And that's what we have exemplified in the last 10 years. And we are not about to give up. The journey just started.
Well, investors should come on board with the Pertinence Group because of, number one, integrity. They've been in this game for over a decade, and not just that, they've remained true to their values, they've remained true to their core. And not just integrity, they've also remained consistent. Now, consistent with their values, consistent with integrity. Because it's one thing for you to have integrity 1 year, and then after some 2-3 years, you begin to falter on the side of integrity. They remain consistent when it comes to integrity, and also they are very, very, very creative. They know where the money is, especially in this city, Lagos. They know where the money is, and it's just easy. As an investor, you go to the people who sabi road. These guys, they sabi road.
And one of the things I want to say to people is, imagine that, in 2019, Zoom went public, and not many people took Zoom serious. But by 2020, as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic and the lockdown, Zoom entered into another financial stratosphere. I personally believe, because if you look at the history and the journey of Pertinence, the first 5 years was more or less like a struggle. But the next 5 years after that was astronomical compared to the first 5 years. Guess what? The next 5 years will be exponential. And we are actually looking at going public very soon. We're working on that. And we are being positioned and repositioned to be able to ensure that we bring more people into the Pertinence family on a more solid base so that we can together grow to the next level. So anyone listening to me right now, if you are looking for a company that is poised for the future to invest in, if you are looking for an investment that will help you build wealth, get extra income stream, and build a legacy for generations unborn, then you should be looking the way of Pertinence, because one of the uniqueness of what we have done with Pertinence is that the next phase of Pertinence will see us bringing in a dimension of innovation and technology to many of the things that we're doing. Because in the world that we live in right now, whatever you are doing that does not have technology attached to it, you're already on your way out. You are like a 21st century dinosaur. With the dedication of our our technological hub, and a lot of IT solutions that we're bringing into a lot of things that we're doing. I tell you, for your next investment plan, Pertinence is it.
With all we have analyzed and talked about, you can see that we are people-centered. Just like we say in Pertinence Group, it's all about the people.